Hello and welcome back to Formula 1 2005. I'm recording this the day after last episode. I'm hyped. Welcome to Malaysia. Alright, so we have a pretty good time here, I think. I didn't skip ahead yet, like in time this time. I drove the whole session, kind of. Well, I didn't use the skip function, so I don't know if they would have jumped to like 132s or what, but looking pretty good here. This track has a lot of high speed corners where you have to like brake and shift down, which makes it risky in terms of spinning, because that's turning and accelerating in this game is the way you spin out pretty much. Or if you have like some wheels on the grass or something like that, then you can also spin while turning. Yeah. So there might be some of that in the race, or possibly even in qualifying, but probably not. I just hope it goes okay. No special setup for this track either. I am able to take some corners really well with full throttle. So I don't want to ruin that, and more grip doesn't seem like it's gonna really help either. Especially not on the pretty long straights. So that's why I stuck with normal. I mean, normal is like, you know, it's pretty good in most situations. Kinda almost spun there. Decent lap. Not great, but decent. Ooh. I think they will do better than me in this one. Oh wow. Shit. Okay, that is some close qualifying. So we'll probably yeah. Yeah, unless I do a blistering second lap here, I don't think we're gonna start on pole. It's weird that you can see this here. Kinda weird. Anyway. Let's go. Yes. Darn. Pretty okay lap still. There's not a big difference with a lot of fuel on this track, it feels like. Oof. Oof. That's not good. Oh, fifth. Okay, well. That's decent. Let's look at where Massa got. Ooh, 13th. Happy days. We'll probably not finish behind them then. Ooh. Barrichello with the best times. Alright. No, not again. Quit session. Alright, it's time for the race, I guess. And here's today's lineup. We got the championship leader Michael Schumacher on 4th position. We're 6/10ths behind him. Raikkonen down in 11th. Not good for him in his title defense. It's not really been a good start for Raikkonen at all. Not finishing in the last race and now starting 11th. Not good. Not good for him. We got sound, so let's go. Whoops. Come on, Button. We're good. I think, maybe. Oh, he's drafting. You bastard. Pull away, pull away. Let's catch a Ferrari on a straight. Or not. What a move! Yeah, I can break deeper than you can. Ha! We left the door open, Alonso. I'm expecting a spin or two in this track. Throughout this race. We're catching up. Not any longer. It's hard to stay focused, especially when I'm trying to talk. It's so easy to just get out of line. And on this track, that can be quite devastating. We're still catching up somehow. If we had a newer qualifying format, I'm sure I would be on pole every time. This one-off thing is kinda hard to be competitive in. Stop doing that. Stop going onto the grass. It's not good. Apparently my favorite overtaking spot is right there. Don't mess up now. For some reason, I confused this track with China. I think it mostly has to do with the first corners here, because they're pretty similar, although China's are even more this way. It's not like I confuse Malaysia with China, it's just the track layouts I do confuse a little bit, because they're quite similar. Both China and Malaysia has these long straights before start finish line as well, so yeah, it's kinda easy to confuse the two. At least in my opinion. This is where we need to push. We need to get ahead of Barrichello in the pit stops. Well, we were ahead, but we need to stay ahead. So let's not make sloppy laps, although that lap was actually pretty good. It's pretty good, I mean the best lap we've done in this race. Even though it felt really sloppy, I don't know. Not sure why it did. Yeah. That was bound to happen at some point. Let's not do several of those in a row, like in last race. Because that could actually lose us the win of this race. I swear, in some situations it seems to be faster to slide around corners. In this game, anyway. Just this game. Pit in this lap. Okay. Let's do a great lap. In lap. I brake too early for that track, or for those two corners. Let's make a great lap and I make a terrible lap. It's usually what happens. Probably because I'm talking so much. Pitting in. Yeah, I don't know. We might be behind Barrichello when we come out. Or not. I did do kind of a quick fuel stop there. Or pit stop, I guess you should say. I don't know why I slowed down there. I didn't need to. That's better. That's better. I'm driving really sloppy. Apparently it's fast enough to not lose time, really. We'll see now here. We lost like a tenth. Yeah. So today, I did not study at all. From a lot of reading to no reading. I don't know. I really didn't feel like doing anything today. But I was not really happy doing nothing either, so... I think the key is just to, you know, if I don't want to study, go to school, then you're kind of forced to study. Or, at the very least, just go outside. Because sitting around inside is not gonna make things any better. I think I'm gonna feel much better if I actually do something. Instead of just watching videos that I didn't plan to watch normally instead of studying. Like, I don't get happiness out of that in any way. At some point I should do a full distance race. Just to feel how that is. Wonder what will happen when we get to Catalonia, because that track, I'm so good at that track now. Well, not now, but I have been. And I've been driving that track so many times. So it's like, no matter when, if I just jump in and drive on it, I will do really well. So I wonder what kind of advantage I will have. This track doesn't have any brake marker boards, or at least, well, it does, but not very visible ones. They're painted in red, and this straight doesn't seem to have any at all. Which means I kinda don't know when to brake for that one. Or any turn, really. Not even here, I haven't really figured out a perfect place to brake. Not like Australia, where I had to do that a lot. I usually go by feel a lot, except for in the long straights. Because there it really matters when you start braking. Ooh, I got away with it. That was close. And the last lap, this is. Not as exciting as the last race, but at least we got first. We won! Our championship is back in action. And then we have the results. Michael Schumacher got third, so he's still in the lead of the championship, I do believe. Massa is not even on the top 10 this time, so I don't know what he managed in Australia. That was kind of crazy. Raikkonen got only up to 10th. Terrible. No points for him. And yeah, we'll see what the standings are here in the Drivers' Championship. Mike Schumacher is on 16, we are 15. Alonso on 13, Barrichello on 11. And Raikkonen is still on 0 points. Last year's championship winner. Yeah, we outclassed Massa this time. For the constructors, that means we are 6 points behind. I cannot win it by myself. I need Massa to score points, which, well, any more third placings doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. So I think that Australia was just a one-off for Felipe Massa. Unfortunately, we have to move to a bigger team to in order to do the constructors and win that. And celebrations. with the Ferrari boys. Seen this podium before? Or have we? Maybe not. Maybe Schumacher was ahead of Barrichello last time, I don't know. New trophy! Alright, we got 2 new emails here. Great performance. I will. This time you're right. I will chase after the drivers championship. What is this? I'm sure, like, if we think about things here, Toyota would probably pay me a lot more than Sauber would. Red Bull probably not. Probably similar. Although there's a future at Red Bull for sure. Whereas at Toyota, they might pay you good, but they will withdraw from the sport in like 4 years. Or since this is season 3, I guess they will withdraw in 2 years. But you get my point. I like to complicate things like that. I just think like this, even though it makes no sense, because this is just a repeat of the 2005 seasons several times over, although the Renault is much weaker than they should be, and etc, etc. Whatever. Did I say Red Bull? I mean Renault. Yeah. And there are other changes as well. So should I consider this still as 2005, or should I consider this as 2007? I have no idea. But if it's 2007, then really Toyota will pull out in 2009. So not a good team to go to. But there you have it, our first win of the season, our first win at Malaysia. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. Man, Petronas would be really happy to see their Sauber Petronas win the race in Malaysia. Like, they would be really proud.